answer the first part of your question, I think it's very realistic. And yes, we were assuming that we would be there in December of 2007. What interrupted us, or what we didn't plan for when we made the original projections, which were made in, excuse me, early 2005, was that we would have the number of persons who chose to leave the department or were medically retired. If you look carefully, and I want to correct a couple of other assumptions. If you're assuming that we're having trouble finding people who want to work here because of the competitiveness of other agencies, first, we've never had problems getting enough applicants. It's having the capacity to get a huge number of applicants because they are out there and they will come to work for the Oakland Police Department. Mr. Knorr remarked on how fine a department it is. This is a department that's known nationally. People want to work in the city of Oakland. It's a great place to work if you're a young public safety officer or a young police officer. Well, that's not our issue. Our issue is having the capacity to get that many people in here. I think it's eminently doable if we sort of increase the size of that big end of the funnel. We get all those people in there. What we need is about 1,000 persons to offer 50 jobs to. That's about what we'll get. 5% of those applicants. So if you sort of expand 5 and sort of think about 150, 170 people that we want ultimately to hire. Now let me talk about some of the realistic issues for us. It's going to be a huge stretch for us internally to manage that many people on a given time. The big problem that we're facing is not achieving the 807 or 803 number. That's not our problem. The problem is how it is that we get them all field trained. Those are perishable skills that we're required to do the 4.5-month field training program. It's going to turn our department upside down for about an 8-9 month period while we're going through that. That is a huge challenge for us. We've got a plan to do it. It will work. There'll be some ups and downs in it. That's probably the biggest challenge. The next challenge is the people that we have who are coming in from an outside agency. We're going to spend more money on them when we get them back here. You assume that we're going to get 70, 80 people out of the regional training center's efforts. That will be a cost or a dollar loss for us to bring them back to the Oakland Police Department and train them on items that are specific to Oakland. The things that are specific to Oakland are, 1, the field-based reporting program that we have. 2, the settlement agreement that we're required to live with and so as part of our reforms. 3, some of those things that are unique to the City of Oakland, like City of Oakland ordinances. 4, sort of orienting them to what the City of Oakland is, sort of learning what the city looks like, who lives here, that sort of thing. So that's an additional classroom function for us. Is it doable? It is absolutely doable. What's prevented us in the past is too little a net, or too little capacity, as it were. The funnel was too small. That was issue number 1. And issue number 2, our projections were based on the fact that we were going to be losing about 3 per month. Our projections, in addition to that, we would have a less attrition in the academy. Our experience for many years was if we kept the academies to about 20 persons per academy, we had almost no attrition. We're very selective, and that 20 you'd get through. Unfortunately, we're in a position to have to ask for more. I want to correct one other issue. 2 months ago, I think you're right on the money when you say we're in real competition with other agencies. Today, I think we're not. As recently as today, we've made some calls for various departments around the state. I think there's a hiring freeze in San Jose and Sacramento and Vacaville and Berkeley. We're expecting that everybody will start turning down because of what the governor's budget is going to do and the sort of consequences it'll have on municipalities. So,
can I ask